How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and it looks like YouTube finally managed to do something that actually affected me. So you might be aware before that I've had some rather controversial views on the entire YouTube thing because in general, I just didn't see it as being a very big deal because it didn't impact me much. That's a very selfish thing to say, but by and large, it's true. Like, I've never actually taken a check from Google, so having all my videos demonetized really doesn't mean anything to me. However, if this is actually true, this tweet right here from MatPat, if this tweet is true and they actually throttle videos that get demonetized, that is a huge incentive for me not to make any more videos, because I really don't care about the money. I do care about the exposure. I do care about the ability to influence viewers, right? That means something to me. That's my currency. I mean, it's a form of validation, I suppose, but just in general, I like knowing that I was able to create something that others found valuable, that they found worth investing their time in. But if this is the case right here, what is happening is that when you upload a video, YouTube will run some sort of algorithm on it. And if that algorithm determines that the content is inappropriate, the video will be put into something of a limited state. Now, there is an actual limited state in YouTube, so that makes this complicated. But in the limited state, only select ads and YouTube Red views actually count for monetization. And what this picture is showing here is that shortly after his video was flagged for not being suitable for all advertisers, he experienced an 86% drop in hourly views. Now, this is very anecdotal. However, the source, I think, is somewhat credible. He has made videos regarding YouTube's algorithms in the past, so I tend to treat this with more credit than just an average tweet, right? This is impactful to me. And if it is true, what is happening then is that if you upload a video and the algorithm scans it and the algorithm arbitrarily determines that it's not advertiser friendly, they will throttle how your video is promoted. So basically, you have advertiser unfriendly videos, even if it is like, if a human would determine it's just fine, if the algorithm determines it's not, YouTube will simply not promote your video anymore. I don't know exactly where it usually promotes videos, like where exactly would this be removed from, but you know, in the related videos and stuff, your video is not going to show up anymore if it gets struck by this arbitrary algorithm. And that's the problem too, because even if you do everything right, the stupid algorithm still just flags random stuff. Like it's on both sides of the fence. They go flag perfectly innocent content and refuse to flag offensive content. So, you know, where do you stand in that? It's just a complete, it's playing Russian roulette with the content creators on the platform, right? You know, you can upload something and just spin the revolver barrel, and who knows, maybe you'll actually get flagged and maybe you won't. It's so bad. I mean, I've tried to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt because, in all honesty, they do want things to work out, right? They want their platform to grow, to be successful, to make money, to be influential. So it makes sense that they would try to improve things. I just don't see I don't see things improving fast enough. I mean, and if this is true, this does directly impact me. I don't see how I can justify investing the amount of time, which granted isn't as nearly as much as plenty of other people do. I don't understand how I can justify investing the amount of time that I do in a platform that's going to arbitrarily just decide my stuff is not suitable to be promoted. Even if I do everything possible to be advertiser friendly, they'll just randomly decide that it's no longer the case. And technically, you can appeal that, but for very small channels like myself, that's never going to happen because you need 1,000 views in 7 days, and that hardly ever happens to my stuff. So you're stuck in a limbo that you cannot get out of. There is sort of the idea that you can... There's sort of the idea to me that YouTube had better discoverability than most other platforms. A lot of platforms require you to be viral to actually build an audience off of it. But YouTube has always been slow and steady wins the race. That if you put out consistent content of a certain quality, that over time, people will find it and you'll gain a following that way. However, if they're doing it this way, it prevents videos from small creators from ever being thrown into the mix. So like you'll be a small creator who just started out. You put a video up, it's immediately flagged by the random stupid algorithm. You can't appeal it because it's not getting 1,000 views in 10 days, which means that the video will remain flagged, which means ads don't run on it, which means YouTube doesn't want to promote it because they don't make any money off of that, which means people won't see it, which means you'll never gain a following. So it kind of grandfathers existing creators into a platform that nobody else can get into. It is effectively slammed the door shut in the face of any sort of aspiring content creator here on YouTube, if this is true. And that is a huge if, because so far I've only seen it from MatPat. And you could consider it irresponsible of me to make a video simply from one source, and I will certainly be following the situation basically and seeing what other more informed people here on YouTube have to say about it. But I guess I just wanted to finally say that this has reached a point where I really am sick of this, and it's reached a point where this would, if this was true, this would stop me from producing videos here on YouTube at the rate that I'm currently doing it, because it would simply not be justifiable in terms of the amount of time I have to invest in it. So what are the alternatives, right? Alternatives are always fun. So the way I see it, a lot of people are actually moving over to Twitch. So live streaming is becoming a bigger thing. I have actually been live streaming like every day, well, most days for the past month or so. And let's be fair, I don't live stream the games that I play on the channel, so there's not really any sort of traction there. I also don't have many followers on Twitch, but the great thing about Twitch is that it's exclusively for gameplay, and that's pretty much what I exclusively do here on the channel. And now that Twitch has introduced the ability to upload videos to their platform, much like YouTube used to have, I'm just thinking maybe I'll have better discoverability being on Twitch instead. Not necessarily streaming, although that is an added perk, but simply having the videos uploaded there as well. So that's something I'm going to be looking into. I've tried uploading videos to Twitch in the past, and the results haven't been nearly as impressive as YouTube, obviously, but like people talk about alternative platforms to move to, and some of the platforms that come up, of course, are Twitch and VidMe, and I would definitely move more towards the side of Twitch, because if you're doing gaming content, that just makes sense. It's a gaming platform. People go there to watch games, so it would just make sense to be on that platform. It's also backed by Amazon, which means that unlike smaller independent sort of venture capitalist funded stuff like VidMe, it has a lot less of a chance of actually just going down one day and taking all of your stuff with it, because they didn't get their next round of venture capitalist funding. So that is the plan at the moment. Like I said, this is not a certain thing, so I don't really know. I will be watching where it goes from here to see if more informed people have better insight into this situation and why it happened. But if that does happen, yeah, I'll probably be trying Twitch more hardcore and uploading actual videos to Twitch instead, or as well. I dislike the idea of having to upload the video twice. It really bothers me. So maybe it'll just be streamed, because I can actually restream video. So I can stream video one time to a proxy and then now split it out to like Twitch, YouTube, Dailymotion. Well, what is it called? It's like Mixer, Dailymotion, all those different streaming platforms. Like you can do that without having to upload the streams separately from your location. So that's a compelling idea, is to create streamable video and then cut that up into actual smaller pieces of video rather than actually editing it on my computer, which will change the format of my channel drastically, because I'm a big fan of actually editing video, because I feel that there's a lot more polish that way, that you waste less of people's time when you actually edit it, because there's a lot that I do cut out. So if you're interested in seeing where things go, I would appreciate it a lot if you went ahead and followed me on Twitch, so that way you can be notified when I start streaming on Twitch, or if I upload videos to Twitch. I think that would be, I would appreciate that a lot. So the link to Twitch, of course, will be in the description below this video. It's also on my channel's main page, so pretty much anybody can find it. But thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.